Okay, welcome back to my kitchen, and today we are going to be using the Philadelphia cooking cream, the savory garlic, to make Middle Eastern chicken wraps. Now this is a cold kitchen meal. You can make it without using the oven at all, and I love that for summer, especially when you don't really want to be heating your house up by using the oven or even the stovetop sometimes. This is great for a lunch, it goes great in a lunchbox, etc. So we are going to start with our chicken. Now to keep it cold kitchen, I went ahead and just used some rotisserie chicken that I got from the grocery store. Just cut it all up, put it in containers, and it's ready to go for me. And I'm going to use my rotisserie chicken. I'm also going to use some diced celery, and I also have some seeded, peeled cucumber that I've diced up, so you've got the seeds are gone. It's just the meat of the cucumber in there with the celery. Mix that in there, and I'm going to add some diced dried apricots. If you don't have apricots or you don't like apricots, you could use golden raisins as well. And I'm going to use some curry powder. It's kind of one of the things that makes it Middle Eastern. A little bit of curry powder here. Now this recipe calls for 1½ teaspoons. You could use more or less. Now, today we're making these wraps, but you could also make a melt out of these, and instead of using the tortilla, which is what we're going to use to make it a wrap, you could put this chicken salad on to some English muffin halves, top it with some American or cheddar cheese, and pop it under the broiler for just a couple of minutes, and that would make it a melt, and they are equally as good either way you do them. We're using, again, the savory garlic. You're going to, for the recipe for this, for 6 people, you're going to use the whole tub. I'm actually only making enough for 2 today. So, and that's one of the things I love about this cooking cream, is it's not like the other kinds of cream cheese where it's a little hard to stir in. This, to see, I'm just barely even stirring it. Just as easy to use as mayonnaise, and the savory garlic flavor is awesome with the curry powder in it. So I'm going to continue stirring that here for just a second until I get it all incorporated. I think I will need a little bit more. Again, the recipe that I have is for 6 people, so it will use the entire tub of the cream cheese. There we go. That's looking absolutely delicious. You could also put if you did not want to use apricot, some diced apple would be delicious in here as well for a fresh fruit instead of dried. Okay, there we go. Now for my Middle Eastern wraps, I'm just using a tub of, it's just roasted red pepper hummus. You could use other flavors. I know in my grocery store they have the roasted red pepper, they have, spicy 3 pepper would be good, garlic would be good, artichoke would be good, anything would be good in here. I just put a good dollop on there. I'm just going to give it a good spread right down the middle. Now the recipe calls for green onion in here as well. I didn't put any in there. I didn't want any in there today. That's one of the things I love about cooking, is you can kind of adjust the recipe to make, meet your family's needs or tastes. You can adjust up or down, I'm going to just spoon a good generous amount of this right down the center, just like that. You can also, the recipe also calls for adding some spinach leaves, but I forgot that I needed the spinach leaves for this. I used them in something else, so I don't have any. So then all you're going to do is just fold this just up just like you would a burrito. I mean, it's that simple. If you're going to use this for lunch, you just wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge till you're ready to go, and put it in your lunchbox and it's good to go. Otherwise, you can eat it just like this. It's absolutely fantastic. Instead of tortillas, you could also use sandwich wraps. They have tomato basil. That would be great on here. Spinach and jalapeno would be good if you wanted to add just a tiny bit of heat. In any of the flavored wraps, a whole wheat wrap would be good. Anything that bends easily. And there you go. There is your Middle Eastern chicken wrap, and it is fantastic.